Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Peyton 301's YouTube channel here on youtube.com. Of course, you know where you're at. At least I surely hope you know where you're at. Anyway, in this video segment, we are going to be doing a startup tutorial on the flyjsim 737-200 twin jet. And with this amazing put together aircraft by flyjsim themselves, or himself, I would like to just go ahead and go through the basics of starting up the aircraft and turning everything on and getting set up for flight, because a lot of people have trouble getting past that if they do not read the checklist, which I do suggest reading the checklist because it is the correct way to fly and all that. But you can watch this video also, and if you don't get quite everything in it, you can comment or send me messages here on YouTube if you have any further questions, and I will try to answer them. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to basically start it up and shut it down for you, just so you could see, how everything works. But I want to show you a couple new things, not a couple new things, but a couple things that is added to this plane that usual planes don't have. Of course, you have the flyjsim panel over here, 737, this is your V card, of course. And if you want to change your flaps, see, we'll do 15 flaps, whatever. It doesn't really matter because we're not flying today in this segment, but this plane has all kinds of cool little knickknacks in it and all this kind of stuff. But it is really fun to fly, and it is pretty easy to fly once you get used to it. And this is my first time using Bandicam, so I hope this is working okay. I have no idea if it's even recording my voice or what, but whatever. So, of course, the first thing you want to do is cut the battery on. It just loads up in off position. All you have to do to cut it on is to switch down the guard, and battery turns on. Then next, what you want to do is turn on your anti-collision lights, which is your beacon lights. It's your beacon light, if you guys didn't know. And then we'll start up our APU at this time. And then your APU gauge will be right up there where it says EXIM. You see the needle going up right here. So we'll wait till it to get to about 3, and then we'll switch over our bus ties, which is right above it right here, to our APU. APU bus tie on. There we go. Excuse me, you have to wait till this light comes on. See, I'm still learning all the new things about it. So wait till the light turns on, which is around 4. I said 3, it's around 4. And then connect both of them. And then you have everything running. So a cool little thing that is put onto this plane that is actually modeled very, very good is the master caution switch right here. As you can see, pilot has it and the co-pilot has it, and each run off of a separate system. See, this says anti-ice, hydraulic, and overhead. This says flight counter, meaning this, and electrical and fuel. See, our fuel pumps are not on yet, so we'll go ahead and turn our fuel pumps on so I don't forget them when we ever start up. And the fuel light goes off. But of course, if you want to clear this whole thing, all you have to do is click master caution reset, and that resets the whole thing. But if you want to bring them back up again to see what kind of problems there is, all you have to do is just click this space right here, and they come right back up. So that's a very, very, very cool cool thing they put in. So we'll go ahead and turn on our APU bleed, because as you well know, start up the engines with bleed power. Wait for that PSI to go up. Let's see. Our different view up here. And then of course we have our highlight heat and all that kind of crap. So we'll turn that on. That way we don't get a faulty error message when we start up. And then arm our emergency lights. I'll say that all in the checklist. That's all in that checklist. Arm our yaw dampener, and these low pressure lights will turn off once we start up the aircraft. But engine number 1 is ready to go to turn over at this time. So we'll turn on engine number 1's bleed power. And as you see, the PSI does not change until you actually turn on the starter. And as I turn on the starter right here, engine number 1, switch it over to the left for ground start since you are on the ground. It goes down. And we are currently starting up, so now we'll go down here to the panel. Once we hit about 20 into, we will turn on our engage fuel. Of course, we already turned our fuel pumps on, thank goodness. Taking a very, very, very long time. There we go. So our fuel flow will go up as we increase our throttle right here. There it goes. We will increase our throttle just a little bit, or at least I do. It's personal preference to increase your throttle to get the engines to spool up faster on startup. Probably something in the book says not to do that, but whatever. So got that switched over and on. So you turn off that engine's bleed. That engine number 2 is ready for start, and we'll turn engine number 2 bleed on. So it's spooling up. And I currently do not have my joystick set up, so we definitely ain't going to go for a flight. I just wanted to do this video just to show you guys how to start up and all kinds of stuff like that. And also, make sure you turn your hydraulic pumps on for engine number 2, because they do not, I repeat, they do not turn on automatically when the plane starts up. So we'll go ahead and turn our APU off at this time. Connect our Gen 1, Gen 2, and APU is switched off. A little pressure on the APU, that's no big problem. It's not coming up on our master caution, and as you can see, the master caution is switched off. So everything is running, and of course you have your flaps, trim wheel, and yoke, and all that stuff. You know, all the usual. And your flaps, meter here, and your gauges and crap. But anyway, so that's that. And then you just taxi to wherever you need to taxi, but we are lined up here in Apple Valleys, so we're not going to take a flight actually. But to shut it down, I will go ahead and do a video on how to shut it down as well. Basically all you need to do is, once you're parked, with your parking brake set, turn off your bleeds to your packs, and switch the fuel off for each engine, and they will spool down by themselves. And disconnect the gens, and as you can see, all the lights start to come on. And we are right back with all the lights on again. So yep, that's about all for this video segment on how to start up and shut down the 737 Twinjet by FlyjSim successfully. I guess successfully. You guys tell me in the comments below whether it was successful or not. But anyway, comment and subscribe for more videos and tutorials on how to do things. We are always here on this YouTube channel coming up with cool things to put on YouTube.